Guys, thanks for tuning in. We are gonna rate up the card from Kempton on the 27th of January. I was really interested in Timusius Fox. He's been on my radar for a long time, and it looks like a pretty good effort here on the clock. 151.22 over 12 furlongs, which is pretty good. And the card overall had some nice Godolphin newcomers on there. So pretty hopeful something good will come up from this. Timusius Fox, he's shown a lot of ability. They even tried him at group level last year, which didn't work out. But I think he's got the ability to actually race at least listed level, and he's still floating around the handicaps. And this win here was pretty dominating. Like, he's won by almost 4 lengths, so he's going to be close to running himself out of handicaps pretty soon. She's sentimental. He is a 5-year-old, so he hasn't had much racing, and he's with a trainer that does well with this kind of profile. Here, I hate these names where you have to read in between the lines. Humorous. Bear with me. We'll have a look at the sectionals in a second. 94.99. Just to give you an example, like when I do the speed rating standards, these are the expectations of a horse between like rated 115 and 140. So it's quite hard to beat. However, that's kind of how we're looking to benchmark off when it comes into the ratings aspects. 1 second, let's go into the sectional. Stately Home. Now, this was coming out of the race we analysed the other day. Lizeo. The Lizeo time is quite good. It's a nice bit of form boost here. 3 furlongs in 37.42, not the fastest. It was slowing up at the end there. 12:31, 13:26, which is not the strongest sectionals. But then here's the 3-year-old Godolphin horse. To go from 12:19 to 10:83 in a furlong is pretty impressive. The finishing speed, 113%, shows you that it went slow. Look, 15:84, 12:85, 13:41, 13 again. They're slow fractures, so I wouldn't expect the final time to be quick. But his final 3 furlongs here are really strong, and they're almost as quick as the Class 4 Centennial Sprinter on the card, which gives you an indication of this horse has got a fair bit of ability. Again, notable speech, slow early on, 12:46, and quickens again. Quickens into a sub 11-second furlong, held it pretty well, 33.77, even quicker than the previous Godolphin horse, but finishing speed again. It shows it's a very slow race, so probably won't show up on the final time here. Revolutionize, been around the block, saw above. Hieronymus, who's previously won, that we spoke about on another video. You can see the older horse is a bit more consistent in their running styles. which you'd expect they've been around. But when you consider the two newcomers have a better finishing speed, it's something to consider. She's Centennial. Good time again. Tamusius Fox. I like this because, especially in the middle distance or stay out. Obviously, a turn of foot's nice, but a horse that can gallop consistently and show a turn of foot and sustain that is one that you probably want to keep on side more than a horse that can't do it over a period of like 2 or 3 furlongs. And it doesn't have to be a sub 11-second furlong, or even quicker. Something like this shows a good amount of quality. Here at the track, again, just very consistent in the running style. The 2 mile on the card, it's slow, and again, they've quite a big last 3 furlong finishing speed. So I expect a few of the races on here to show up as quite slow. But the good thing is there is a lot of them on the card. I'd say about 4 or 5 of them have a finishing speed of over 105%, which is unusual. Stately Home 143. So he's carrying quite a big weight, and it's there we go, amateur jockeys race. That kind of makes sense. Not that they're bad jockeys, they're just learning, and different types of racing styles and speed is something they'll have to catch up on. Silent Age. Calumet as well was. I remember this race. That was quite impressive. Almost won as well. And I know the Arden, is it the owner's colours look the same to Giovaletto, who was at this time of year last year putting up some good times on the all weather. Very similar. Revolutionize, consistent, and Soar Above has put up some really good times on this course, over 6 and 7 furlongs. She's Sentimental. Tamusius Fox 99. It's quite a good race for January. You probably wouldn't in a listed class race like the Wildflower. You wouldn't normally get horses like 2 or 3 over 105. It's quite a good handicap actually. Here at the track. And finally, Tamaris, Joe Tizard. Yeah, Silent Age, it's really shown up as slow. Tamusius Fox 87. It says it's a class 3 time. Probably not as good as I was expecting it to be. If you go back to even like his run behind Spirit Dancer, he's run to 108 there. And then Newcastle behind One Smooth Operator. So I've been running around 96. see how that fares with the weight difference between him and Max Vega now. So Max Vega's run about 99. West End Charmer. Yeah, I'm going to be honest, I was expecting it to be a little bit better for the time. He's come between horses really well. And Max Vega's no slouch, so. And he's strided out really well. Yeah. And it is like 5 lengths quicker than anything else on the card at the time, so I guess you could look at it as the best race on the card. Here at the track, that's not bad. £13 quicker than its mark. And the sectionals weren't too bad as well on this horse. You can see him at the back of the field here now. Oh, he's picked it off pretty easy. He's coming off a win at Chelmsford as well. With a horse like this, I like to go back and see, like, has it ever been at that sort of level? And it has, you know. It's like Hodler's not a bad horse. It's been competitive, fallen down the way it's probably had issues. And Mark Usher is a good trainer. To turn one round like that, he does invest a lot of time in horses at this level. So the hat trick, I'd say, is very plausible. That will probably go in again. Sectionals are very strong. It's run 2 seconds quicker than its par, equated to £13. It's run to around 63. We know it's been that level before. And it's a class 5 time, almost class 4. I'd definitely be looking at that next time out, for sure. And the 2 Godolphin horses. Yeah, the head carriage of the second's a bit concerning. But you have to say Silent Age on debut's done really well there. I'd like to see what those 2 do next time out, in fairness. It is actually a half brother to Giovanni and Jeremiah. You wouldn't expect a stayer to have that much speed and turn a foot over a mile. You know, if he's gone with that Silent Age, that's probably a good horse to follow. Definitely put that in your book. And notable speech, well packed on the day. Very strong in the market. I don't think he's beaten much. In fairness, like you can see they're still crawling down to the 2 pole. It's a piece of work for them, isn't it? They haven't really had a race. Again, it'd be nice to see what that does next time out. Good pedigree as well. Yeah, so at the end of the day, I think Tamusius Fox, he has good form in the book. You know, he has run strong speed rates, especially behind Spirit Dancer at that level. He's won this really comfortably, and he will win again. You know, he looks a very consistent and genuine horse. Not a bad time, but the one for me here at the track, £13 quicker, up to a mark of 63, almost a class 4 time, and he's operating at a really low level. You know, he should get the hat trick. He looks to be in really good form. Trainer does well for that sort of horse. And that's the way it goes. I went into this thinking one horse was a standout, but actually here at the track is the one to take from this card. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you on the next video.